What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about Baby Doge. We're just going to be doing a little bit of a technical analysis here for that, and also for Bitcoin. So we're going to be going over that, and for the few updates that we had for Baby Doge this week, we're going to be going over those, and we're going to go ahead and look at our DeFi progress for Baby Doge swap. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. Go ahead, hit the like button, and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but let's get straight to it. So let's start with this. So first of all, we're going to start with the technicals here because as you can see, we're actually hitting this resistance now. So that's pretty good. Now we just have to get past it because as you can see back here on the 18th, we were not able to get past that area. We got rejected before we could even get to 1250 because really 1250 is going to be that area. If we pass it, we're going to go straight up. So 1250 is where our Fibonacci retracement is at, and that is where our major resistance is. Right now, we're at 8Z1189. You can see the 1189 back here. So that's 8 zeros and then 1189. So we're at 8Z1189. So that's what we're at right there. But if you look over here at the 4-hour chart, we have to really look at where will we go next after the 1250 resistance. So this is the 1250 resistance that we're talking about. And where we should be going next is this area right up here. So it's actually the next red area, which is our supply and demand of less demand, right up here at this next area. That brings us all the way up to about 1400. So we're looking at this area here. So that's going to be around 1400. So that's 1814. So after 1250, you could expect 1814 if we don't get rejected. Like if we actually break past 1250, you can expect 1814. And if not, you can expect a rejection downwards. Now, what's really cool is we're actually up 6.4% for the day. Like that's really big for us right now because a lot of these times, like when Bitcoin kept pumping, Baby Doge wasn't really increasing by too much. So it's really nice to see where we're at with this because you can see right now in the last 14 days, we're up 22.7%. In the last 30 days, we're up over here around 25.8%. So that's fairly good. I'm definitely excited to see that because, like I said, we weren't doing too good for a while. But we just now had this huge parabolic movement inside of Bitcoin today. Bitcoin's actually up more than us. You can see Bitcoin up 7.2% in the last 7 days, and then 33% in the last 14 days, and 30% inside of the last 30 days. So Bitcoin has been doing some parabolic movement here. So it's definitely pretty exciting to see. We'll see if we're going to be bullish inside of this next coming weeks. Hopefully we can stay bullish here with Bitcoin and the whole crypto market. But typically after movement like this, we typically have a little bit of a pullback. But things that aren't so typical have been happening inside of the crypto market. So it's hard to tell. We could just randomly start breaking out from here. So you always got to keep that in mind. But let's keep looking at Baby Doge. Like I said, after 1250, we're going to see 1400. If we break past 1400, we have this area from about 1450 all the way up here to 1600, to that 1600 resistance. So after 1400, essentially we're looking towards the 1600 resistance, the 8Z16. So until that happens, we're just gonna keep watching it. So I'll keep you all updated to see if we can actually get past 1250 and stay past it, and eventually up to 1400. But yeah, we'll keep watching that. But anyways, now for Bitcoin. Bitcoin just now did some crazy movements here. So the second it got up here to this area, it just started to pump. And something important to look at is how it said high activity was expected in this area. So that's high activity for institutional investors in dark pools. And literally, the second it got past that high activity area and got up here, past that resistance, it just started to go crazy. Now that resistance now becomes our support. So if Bitcoin were to pull back down, we would pull back down to about 21.3K. So that's now our support. Now that's cool and all, but what we want to watch is our next movements. And you can actually see on the oscillator how it says that we're oversold down here. Yes, we're oversold, but not by much. So it's saying overselling, but it's really not by much because look, if you go over here, you look at the little 1 minute chart, which is really a chart you don't want to look at too much because it's like really short term. It's going to show you it's oversold because of this area right here, because we hit that resistance and then we immediately pulled back. So you can see here, we hit that 22.67K resistance. We immediately pulled back all the way down to 21.4K, and then we revived ourselves back to 22.5K. So yeah, I mean 22.4 back to 22.5, not 21. But yeah, Now what you're seeing here is we're staying inside of the red area now. So this red area is supply and demand of less demand. It's showing that we have less demand in this area. But this is actually pretty important because look at how we broke back into this area, but we're literally like bouncing right up and off and down this support line here now. So if we go below 22.5K, that means that we're going down to the next support. And that next support brings us all the way down here. So we can see 22.3K if we go down below 22.5K. And that's just where we're going to be going if we cannot stay above this area. So that's what we have to watch out for. And like I said, this is a lot of movement in such a short period of time. I don't think that it's over yet. Honestly, I don't think it's over because when you look over here and it says oversold, we already know this is not really oversold. But the indicators are showing that because it's probably about to have some buying coming in now. That's why we also see the 24-hour market controls in control by the bulls by 100%. So the fact that it's saying that this small amount of selling that we had from 22.7K to 22.5K is oversold, this pretty much means that the selling that we were going to have just now happened, which means the buying should be coming back in. So that is what brings us to this next area here. And that's actually pretty important because when you look over here on the oscillator, this little red area here, notice how it's now curving upwards. So we haven't even gotten to the top of this wave on the oscillator. And this is pretty important because when you look at it like that, it shows we should be having some buying coming in. So we should be having a good amount of buying. Now it says moderate activity expected. So from this area on, we're not going to see the parabolic movement like we just now seen, but we should see some moderate buying bringing us up a little bit higher. So we could see this going back up to 23K from now. So that's definitely going to be exciting to see, but we'll wait until that comes up. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we have for the technicals here. And then over here, you can see the GDP growth rate, and we'll see all that good stuff January 26th, all that good stuff. And I think leading up to these different events that we have in our markets, it's definitely people are probably pumping it because they're just seeing us leading up to all this good stuff. But anyways, over here it says Bitcoin surges past 22K, triggering another $250 million in liquidations. Bitcoin on track for 13% weekly gains. So typically when you start seeing people like this just going crazy in the news cycle, like saying, hey, we're going to keep pumping, that's typically when you'll probably end up seeing a slowdown inside of the price. Like I was saying, maybe getting out to 23K and then doing a pullback from there. But anyways, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Anything can happen. But anyways, it says over here, Bitcoin on track for 13% weekly gain as investors likely priced in the Genesis bankruptcy. So they've already priced that in. They're like, look, all this has already happened. And they're like, this is probably going to be our bottom. You're like 16K. They're like, it's probably our bottom. But, who knows? That's what people are thinking. But anyways, moving on from this, let's go over some more of the stuff with Baby Doge over here. So like I said, 6.4% in the last 24 hours. All good there. Now we have 1,655,863 holders. So yeah, we got more holders now inside of Baby Doge. All of that as well. And here are the updates that we've had inside the last week. So our new total value locked, our new all-time high total value locked is 34.7 million. That's what it's saying here. So let's go over to the info for Baby Doge swap. You can see over here our volume, our liquidity is now at 33.16 million. We kind of went down a little bit from there, but it's still really good. And our volume is starting to increase a little as well at 525K in the last 24 hours for Baby Doge swap. You can see here in the last 24 hours, the total Baby Doge burns has been increasing now at 12.7K, which is 11.2 billion in the last 24 hours. And yeah, we're doing good. And our buybacks are also pretty good too at $2,800. So all of that is good. We're going to go over my farms and stuff. But first, let's go over a few other things. So we already know about our all-time high. Now the 10 AMA, we already had that. The 10 vaults live. The Ethereum scan info is now updated. And also a lot of people have been asking me in the comment section about the Baby Doge on Ethereum. A lot of people don't understand how it works. It does not mean that we have 800 or like a bunch of quadrillions of market cap, or not market cap, but circulating supply. It doesn't mean we have 840 quadrillion circulating supply because we have ETH bridge. The ETH bridge is literally one with the Baby Doge Binance. It's literally combined. So it's not like we have double supplies inside of both coins because it's the same coin. It's just a bridge to the next blockchain. So it's still the same 420 quadrillion coins. It's just now it's bridged to the same blockchain. So imagine you have two bridges coming up like this, and now they meet in the middle and create one. Or you can look at it from the other way around. One bridge comes and then it splits off into two. There's still the same amount of traffic going between those two bridges. It's just now split into two areas. So in this instance, you still see the 420 quadrillion coming towards us, but now it splits two ways. So it's not like we have any more. But anyways, like I said, there's Baby Doge and there's the ETH side of it. There's the Baby Doge coin, which is the only Baby Doge coin. And then we have the Ethereum bridge. Now, when you look over here and you type in Baby Doge, it will say Baby Doge Cash, which is not Baby Doge at all. Baby Doge Inu, not Baby Doge. Baby Doge Moneymaker, not Baby Doge. Baby Doge Zilla, not Baby Doge. Safe Baby Doge, not Baby Doge. The only real Baby Doge is this one right here that says Baby Doge Coin. And this is the only real one. And it's rank 172 on CoinGecko. So you'll know it's the real one. And also, if you type inside of Baby Doge without a space, it'll show you something that says Baby Doge ETH. And I think this is where people are getting mixed up at. Because just because it says ETH, this doesn't mean that this is the Ethereum side of Baby Doge. This is not Baby Doge whatsoever. Even when you go to the website, like it brings you to like babydogecoin.gg. It's not even the same thing. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Don't even pay attention to it. They have some holders, and their Twitter account is suspended because Baby Doge wouldn't let that fly because they tried to take the name. But yeah, this is not the real Baby Doge, so don't even worry about it. I don't even want to go to the website, so I don't want nothing bad happen to my stuff. But anyways, moving on from there, we've got a good amount of burns, all that good stuff. Vintage Pet Rescue, we have a video with another pet rescue organization, partnership with Uquid, and then our followers are increasing. And the first game is under final review, so we should be seeing a final. We should be seeing not a final review, but we should be seeing a preview of the new game coming out. So hopefully that comes out soon. But yeah, all that is good. And over here you can see not a day goes by without hard work. This was posted by Fair. So they're boosting any farm with limit orders, and they claim to be the best yield auto transfer. So FairFi is transforming crypto. They said we're making better and taking yield farming, making DeFi better and taking yield farming to a revolutionary level. And now they have new Baby Doge swap pools already launched on FreeFi. So that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about it. So personally, I'll let it kind of settle in for the community, see if people want to use this before I think about using it. I'll let it settle in and kind of hit the ground running to see how good they move. I don't just jump in on random DeFi platforms and DeFi protocols. I like to kind of sit back and wait. But hey, they say farm safely, and they have all this other stuff on here. They have all these pairs, and now they have the one for Baby Doge. So all that as well. I'm going to type inside of Baby Doge here just to see. Hold up, let me back that up. Baby Doge. Inside of live pools, it's probably somewhere else on here. Since all pools, my pools, I don't know. I have to find that on a different time. But anyways, let's keep going with the video. Like I said, I like to wait until these things, really gain their traction before I jump in on it. But yeah, shout out to FairFi for adding Baby Doge swap pools. And yeah, it's pretty cool because it does show it on here. But for right now, like I said, I'm going to wait. They have their little preview video if you want to look at that. And yeah, here's their little preview. So it says this USDT to Doge liquidity pair for Baby Doge swap. So that's cool. So yeah, it looks like you're using FreeFi to farm and do all that stuff on Baby Doge. So I guess it's a safer way of doing it. I don't know. That's what they're claiming. But yeah, shout out to them for doing that. And yeah, they were also retweeted by Baby Doge. So that gives them some type of solidity inside of the Baby Doge army. So shout out to them for that. But hey, the first thing that comes up is the Elon Musk tweet when you type in hashtag Baby Doge. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the retweet on this just so we can bring this back to life. Anyways, moving on from there, let's look at the farms. Where you can see I harvested my farms Remember, it was at $75, but now I harvested, and now it's up to $98. So I reinvested it back into the pools. Watch my video from earlier today where I show my process of harvesting it. If you all have any troubles harvesting, watch that video. It shows you the full process. And also another thing you can do to harvest is just deposit more into it, and then it's going to go ahead and it's going to put what you just now mined or harvested pretty much back into it. It'll reinvest it for you. I'm not going to do this right now because I only have 8 cents right now, and it wouldn't make sense to do it because I will then lose money through BNB fees. But yeah, it pretty much works that way. But yeah, that's all cool, all well over there. Now I'm at 69.7 million. So starting on January 20th, we'll see how fast this can run up back up to like $20 or something. And then I'll just keep reinvesting it like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But another thing, if you think about it, now that I reinvested back into Baby Doge Swap, let's go back over here and just look up Baby Doge. So let's just bring this back up and look at the price of Baby Doge. So if this is the price of Baby Doge right now, right? Let's do some math here. So it's telling me I have $98. So $98.20, right? Divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 68. That brings me to 84 billion Baby Doge. Let's just say our target price, which is 61 in the future, that is $8,400. And remember, it was like $6,000 before, but since I just now harvested and reinvested it back into there, now it's at 8,400. If I run that back up to another $20 in rewards, and then I harvest it and reinvest it back in there, then also with the increase in the price of Baby Doge, you're also probably going to end up seeing me at 12K at 61. So this is the power of compound interest. That's why I like it. But anyways, shout out to the Baby Doge army out there. But yeah, moving on from this, this is a DeFi Llama. Shiba Swap has actually passed us. And now you can see Baby Doge Swap is down at rank 145, whereas Shiba Swap is now up at rank 143. So they've passed us there. They're at $33.43 million locked in total value locked. And then now we're only at 33.18 million in total value locked. So we got to get past them. I'm going to make a new update for Sheeb. Shout out to the Sheeb army. But yeah, I'm going to make an update for Sheeb because I haven't made a Shiba Inu video in forever. But anyways, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Let me know what you all want me to go over next, whether it be Doge, Baby Doge, Sheep, Crypto.com coin, or what they call themselves, Chronos now, or Render, or Optimism, or BitGert, Brise, all that good stuff. Or if you want me to start going over different DeFi protocols like I did with VVS Finance, because VVS Finance, if you haven't seen that video, I show the process of farming inside of VVS Finance. So I showed that whole process with that. Anyways, let me know what you all want to see next. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.